Good afternoon, everyone. It's Rachel here, and I am just here to do a quick Etsy update. Probably the last one for the year, and this is let me say, these last until not this Friday, but next is the last times I'm going to be selling anything, and then I'll be taking all of my physical items out of my shop because I won't be able to go to the post office before I leave. So this is like a journal sort of, or ephemera building sort of kit, and it's similar to the very big ones that I had, except it's half the size. And I had a few requests for that because the other one was much more expensive, and fair enough, out of some people's price range. So I did make some smaller ones. It's taken me a minute to do them, and so I'll just quickly go through more or less what's in there. Some of the numbers can vary of things because there might be 2 of one thing and 3 of another, and then in another kit there might be 3 of the other thing and 2 of the other, if that makes sense. But there are some things that are certain, and there's definitely over 65 pieces of goodies. So for those who bought the bigger kit, I mean, you're pretty much getting the same thing. Of course, these sorts of things change, and obviously anything with images changes, but it's pretty much a similar kit but just a smaller version. So I just want to make sure that everybody knows that who did purchase the bigger one, unless you want to build up your supplies. And the other thing is, I think I'm going to keep one myself, which I never do, and I can say it now. Meg Journals has asked us to collaborate again for junk journal January, and she's organized a huge amount of people to participate, so I highly recommend following that. We'll start on the 1st of January, and so I'm going to make, as I always do when I do one of Meg's collaborations, I'm going to make a journal to work in, and so I'm going to use as much of this. I mean, there's too much stuff in there, but I'm going to use an amount of this to create my journal that I will maybe play with in January when I come back from Australia. But I will be doing my video for Meg as well. So I need to get, I will be recording my videos for making the journal, but I will post them. I'll schedule them for after Christmas. And then my video is fairly early in January for Meg, so then I'll be able to record that. So I need to get my journal made. Anyway, I'm going to stop gas bagging. So they are going to have 3 postcards. This is a super old one. Most of them have a super old one. They might have 2 super old ones, and then a vintage one, and that one is very old as well. So yeah, some of them do have 2, and others have, they're like varying ages, the postcards, but I've tried to give, some have 2 florals and 1 scenery, some might have 2, and there might have been a Christmas in some of them, I can't remember, but they will have 3 postcards. 3 new envelopes are in them, and I just love them. These are Italian. This is a parchment one. They will vary because I've got different ones, so I just sort of took what I put in the other ones and divided them into halves. They will also have 3 vintage or older, sort of, this one's 62 envelopes, and they do have things in them. Not all of them, but this one does. Oh yes, that one does too. The majority of them did actually have things in, but I can't guarantee that every single one has. That one does too. So that, I mean, that's a bonus. There's ephemera in those, and the wonderful stamps and the lovely old envelopes. And then 5 old rag pages. The original kit had 10, and then a few, not too many of these pages, but I like to put these, well, this is obviously, you can make a tag or fussy cut them out, but I like these ones too to make things with, and then some of them I would put in as a page in a journal. So there's a variety of those. I love this. I love the Italian ones. These are the touring club ones. These are actually from 1930, those ones, so they're pretty old. And then there's a few, I mean, look at those. I mean, I normally keep these. It was hard for me to part with these. I normally keep the ads and put them in my 100-piece packs, but They are really amazing. So this is a fairly old magazine. Obviously not everyone got the same thing. This one's 1922. But there's a variety of antique magazines. They're pretty old. Just love them. Lots of, I mean, just scan them even for yourself and reuse them, because the graphics on the ads are wonderful. Or if you're doing Marguerite Miller, these are perfect for Marguerite Miller. And I'm going to be coming back. I took a year off Marguerite, the Marguerite challenge. This is a rare find. We never find these kinds of botanical things. So most of them have one page of those. And I think they might be from the 50s, 60s or 70s. I didn't see a date. This is another antique magazine from the early 1900s. There are some more magazine pages. Just a sec. Here they are. Let's do the magazines first. This is illustration from, I think it was 1894. So there's 5 full pages of those, and sometimes there's some really wonderful images in them. And there's lovely font and stuff to use in collaging and stuff like that. And I have mixed them up a little bit. This is, I can't remember the date. I did have it written down. It's written down in the listing. It's 17 something. I can't remember the date. There are 4 pages of that. It's very big. Wonderful rag paper. And then this one was 1870 something, I think. Anyway, I wrote it in the listing, and it's amazing. It's wonderful, thick paper. It's almost like a cardstock. Well, not a cardstock, but it's very thick. It's a very high weight. And then there are 5 documents, and then there will be 10 pieces of ephemera, and I've got them mixed up, so that's why I'm telling you like that. So just random pieces of ephemera. That one's 1923. It's double. I didn't pull it apart or anything like that. Then there's sort of a plain sort of module sort of thing to fill out, sort of accounting invoices. They're all different, so you won't all get the same thing. That one and this, and let's just move these papers. And these papers are there's a ledger paper as well as on top of those, and then these are some of the document pages. Really lovely. It's ones that I had they had so many pages in them, so I had no problem. That one's 1809, just looking for the date. There's some very old ones in there, and really super fun to use. I'll be keeping mine for another project that I will be doing with you guys. That one's 1937. This one's super old. This one was 1700s. It could have even been 16. I can't remember, but I've got quite a lot of that. It was quite a damaged document. And so I have no problem pulling it apart, and nobody can read it. So there you go. And then some lovely encyclopedia pages, and there's some wonderful sort of illustrations and things in there. And there's 5 of those. And then this book is from the 18. Oh, I can't remember the 18. I think it's 1870s. It could be 1860s, or was it 1854? I might have written it down in the description, but really some of my favorite paper, and there's 5 of those. It's some of my favorite paper. And then this lovely Italian paper, the green that everybody has loved, and I've loved using it. And then the 2 chamomile colors there. I actually printed, I don't know where I put it. I think I used it. I printed antique letters on there, and I really liked the color that came out. So I thought that's fun for that. Or you can tea dye it, and just to take a bit of the yellow away, like dull it down. But just lovely Italian papers. So that is they are the kits. They're very limited supply. I didn't do a huge amount of them because time is lacking. But if anyone wants to grab one of those, then please do. And if not, I totally understand. And yeah, so that's just my quick update. I am going to, as I said, going to be using one of these. In fact, I might even just keep this one and use it for my Meg Journals. What's it called? Junk journal that I'm going to be making for Junk Journal January. So, yep, I'm going to get cracking on that. And yeah, so thank you so much for watching, and the link will be in the description box if anyone is interested. And do remember, if you did purchase the big one, then this one is very similar, and you'll know that because a lot of you have already received them. And it's just half half of what, well, it might be a bit more, slightly more than half of what you got. So I added in an extra postcard to these ones and an extra envelope, so that you know, that was everyone got 3 and 3 sort of thing, if you know what I mean. So anyway, I will link that in the description box, and thank you so much for watching. I'll just keep your eye out. I don't know if I'm going to get them done. I wanted to do a few of those lovely special fabric packs that I have done in the past. I haven't done them for a long time. I just wanted to show you the type of fabric that will be in there. It's the ones with these beautiful upholstery, the silk ones, those packs. I'm going to be doing some of those this week, so keep your eye out. I probably won't do a video, but keep your eye out. If I get them done, then you'll see them there, and if I don't, then I'll do them next year. So have a great day, and I will see you again soon. Bye.